Hey guys, Book 5090 here, coming to with another action figure review. This time we're looking at the SH Figuarts Super Saiyan God Super Saiyan Son Goku. This is by Tamashii Nations. This is my first SH Figuarts. I've had it for a while, but I figured I would do the review now so I can compare it to the Dragon Stars figure. So we have here Funimation, ages 15 and up, so I am definitely twice that age eligible to open this bad boy up. We got a sticker of a certification right here. We got the Tamashii Nations quality seal right there, so you know it's authentic, so it's not a bootleg. Really nice packaging right there. Window, you can see clearly displayed Goku in Super Saiyan Blue mode. Bandai. You got more images of Goku here on the side. Over here on the side just says Super Saiyan God Super Saiyan Son Goku. Over here in the back we have its different poses and all of the different accessories that he essentially does come with. Mine has a little bit of a bent on the box here, as you can tell, but who cares, because we're going to open up this bad boy and let's see all of it contains. All right, so taking it out of the box, you can see it's different face expressions that it comes with. He has a little smirking smiley face. He's got the loud angry yelling expression. He's got the grin teeth expression, and he has his regular expression right here. Comes with a bunch of different hands. He's got the open palm Kamehameha wave hands, other curved hands, the hands for fighting post hand, and he has the one instant transmission finger hand. So yeah, now without further ado, let's open it up and see all that it comes. All right, so just as a comparison shot here, we have the grinning faced SH Figuarts Super Saiyan Blue Goku with the Dragon Stars Super Saiyan Blue Goku. Now the height differences are a little bit appalling, or well, you can tell this one's a little bit taller than this one, but that's because these scale differently. I believe the SH Figuarts are about 5.5 inches, while these Dragon Star figures are about 6 inches to 6.5 inches. We'll do the measurements in a little bit, but I try to put them in the similar pose that I got this figure, which this figure's articulations, and Dragon Stars are like upping their game with their articulation, honestly. I was able to put this in this kind of stance or pose. But this one was a little bit more difficult because of the joints here on the SH Figuarts and the padding here on the shoulders. But overall, it's a pretty good likeness representation, and it's just overall the details is so much better on this SH Figuarts. So now let's go more into detail. All right, so for those of you who are not familiar with the SH Figuarts line, in order to remove or interchange the different facial expressions, you remove the hairpiece in the front here, because there's two pegs right there, so you can just easily remove the hairpiece here in the front. You can see there's two pegs right there. You take that out, you remove the facial expression that you want to change, and that has with two pegs as well. You put that aside, you grab the new face that you want to interchange with, you place it into the two pegs here, and then you place the head sculpt back the two pegs here in the front. And there you have the new facial expression for this Goku with the grinning teeth. All right, now that we have the desired face sculpt that we want, let's take a look at the articulation. So overall, this SH Figuarts Goku's articulation is fairly nice. We have what seems to be double joints here in the elbows, but they do it in a new kind of different style than the Dragon Stars. They have this kind of like joint here in the middle where he can bend the elbow this much. And then this part is also with a little joint there. If you can kind of see the silver of the joint on this section of the elbow. Over here for the shoulder joints, they have these pegged onto his shoulders themselves. So these are actually very malleable, and you can actually move them around to give it a bunch of different, different movements. The articulation is there. It's not hindered at all by the clothing piece, which is kind of what they did with the Dragon Stars figures as well. You have a cut right here in the upper torso, so he can kind of rotate around the upper body here. He can go down this much and then look up this far, or lean back that far, as I say. This part seems to be a little loose, so you can kind of maneuver it around and place it however you'd like. I'm not sure if it detaches though. I don't want to take that chance, but it is pegged on there pretty nicely on the sash here. Now for the head has a nice range of movements, so you can kind of look down this much and look up this much. It does have an extra neck joint, which is fairly nice. And what they started doing, you know, with the Dragon Star figures as well, they added new neck joints. So that looks much better than what originally we had with no movement on the neck joints. So that's pretty good for, you know, rotation of the head and able to kind of maneuver it in the style that you want, depending on the kind of pose that you're trying to get your figure in. As far as the rotation here in the biceps, you can actually rotate them around. It's fairly simple. You have rotation here on the wrists, so you can kind of move the wrist forward and back, up and down. Pretty nice movement there on the wrists. The legs, so they have these new joints now where you can kind of, let me see if I can maneuver it around. They have these interesting joints, so the legs can move outward this much, and then they can kick forward as well. So that's a fairly nice articulation that they added here with these SH Figuarts. This thing seems a little bit loose, but that's fine. I think that's all part of the articulation. And it's fairly nice because, you know, while you can kind of see the joint cut here in this part of the lower torso, it does hide the other part of your articulation fairly well, which is under that. So with the knees, he has double jointed knees. So there's that. He has that much range of motion knee-wise. And of course, it's hidden very well, as you can see here. You can't really, I mean, you can see the cuts here in the articulation sections. But of course, you can tell that, you know, it is fairly hidden if you're not bending the, you know, the knees all the way. Over here for the boots, you can actually rotate the lower part only. You can't really rotate this upper part of the boot. Only this part of the foot can rotate around, and it can kind of move forward and back. So it has some pretty good range of motion there. And for the little ankle here, you can kind of move his, is this the ankle? No, it's not the ankle. This is the front of the toes. You can actually move those around as well. And you get a fairly good range of motion there. So overall, has some pretty good articulation, these SH Figuart lines. And I'm actually very happy to own this. Again, I got mine at Target, so you can actually either order this online from different retailers, if they still have any of these available, by the way. Or you can head over to Target and see if they still have any of these left. They might have the new Super Saiyan Goku one. There's a Super Saiyan Goku figure at Target now. And again, you know, it's Tamashii Nation, so it has the little silver seal of approval. And yeah, let's get this guy in some pretty cool poses so you can see, you know, how good his range of motion is. All right, so I'm not the best at posing, but I have him here in a kind of throwing a Kamehameha wave pose. And you can see I interchanged the hands right there and interchanged the face while I'm at it. So now he has this kind of screaming face as he's throwing the Kamehameha wave. And of course, you guys at home can probably like pose them way better than I can, because the articulation on this guy is fairly well. There's pretty much nothing that you can, I mean, you got to be careful with the joints, of course. This is a pretty inexpensive figure for any SH Figuarts collector, beginner really. And you can buy as many of these as you want and interchange the faces, interchange the heads, the hands. But overall, this is a fairly nice Super Saiyan Blue Goku. And I definitely do think this is worth the money. So, of course, you can swap out the hands. And I'll show you guys. I should have shown you on screen, but I wanted to show you these poses real quick. You don't have to be afraid of taking out the hands because they just pop off easily. You just got to be careful with how you pop them off. So they can pop off fairly easy, like that. And then you can just pop on the other head, or the other hand, sorry. I have here the fisted hands. You can put in the fisted hands back. And it should pop on fairly easily, like that. So there's no, you know, don't be afraid of any breakage or you think you're going to ruin your figure. Well, these figures are, you know, pretty delicate, for the most part, I want to say. They're not so delicate where you have to, you know, be completely careful with them. You know, they're just fairly nice, extra articulated, imported from Japan, you know, so you definitely do get your money's worth with these new action figures, or SH Figuarts as they call them, of Dragon Ball Z. So now let's do some size comparisons. All right, so here for some size comparisons, we have Goku Blue SH Figuarts next to your friendly neighborhood Spider-Man from Spider-Man No Way Home. And then let's throw in a Lightning Collection Power Rangers figure for a good measure. So here we have the Red Ranger from Lost Galaxy. standing right next to the SH Figuarts Goku. And then again, let's bring in the Dragon Stars Super Saiyan Blue Goku for even more added measure. So you can see how well this guy scales among your other 6-inch action figures. And I actually brought my ruler in here now, so let's actually see how tall he really is. Let's chuck the ruler here behind him, and he is actually standing about 6.5-ish inches. 6.5 inches, including the hair, because of course, you know, you have to include the hair. We have the Galaxy Red is about 6 inches tall. We have the Spider-Man is less than 6 inches, 5.5 inches really. And then of course the Dragon Star Goku is almost to 7 inches tall. So you can see how he is a little bit taller than the SH Figuarts version. So the SH Figuarts versions of the Dragon Ball Z figures are a little bit smaller, depending on the scale of which character you get. They are a little bit smaller compared to the Dragon Star figures, so they won't really, like, you know, mesh well amongst your Dragon Star collection. But they are a pretty good and decent valued action figure, in my opinion. And I think any Dragon Ball Z collector would love to get their hands on any of these SH Figuarts. I just started collecting them recently. I love them. They have great articulation. They have good pulsability. They have so many. Some of them come with a lot of accessories, actually. So, yeah, you guys make the choice. Let me know in the comments below which one of these is your favorite Dragon Ball Z figure. Are you a Dragon Ball Z collector as well? Do you like the Dragon Star lines, or do you like the SH Figuarts lines? Any new and old collectors here of SH Figuarts or Dragon Stars? Let me know in the comments below. Thanks again for watching the video, guys. Don't forget, we have more videos coming up soon, even though I know it is the holidays and Christmas is coming up and it is upon us. Please don't post any spoilers on the bottom of my on the comments here of Spider-Man No Way Home, as some people still have not yet to see it. And yeah, tell me your opinion on SH Figuarts Goku Blue. Is it a buy? Is it a must-have? Would you be skipping it? Are you gonna give it a try at least? Let me know. And don't forget to subscribe if you already haven't. Like that video if you enjoyed it. Hit that bell notification so you can be first in line to see my reviews once they come out. And yeah, thanks again for watching, guys. Happy holidays. Until next time.